Little ambulance.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know how to start this off.
Yeah.
This guy has had a really cool life experience with your travels and stuff, but I know that I went around the outside and showed like your Instagram and your website.
Yeah.
So can you say your name and those again just for the people? Because I want to, and then we'll do it again at the end because I really want them to know that, you know what I mean?
So I'm John Stiganga. My van is the Jose. Humanizing through story is my journalism platform. Yeah, so that's kind of my work that I've been doing for the past 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, so please, like, out of all these videos and stuff, I know we're checking out cool rigs, but let's also support people who are doing great things like this and, you know, surviving on their own and help them out and check it out, you know what I mean?
Right.
So tell us about, so his name is Jose?
Yeah, the Jose.
The Jose, tell us about your van.
Yeah, so it's a 95 GMC rally van with an extended rooftop. It was an old nursing home van. So,
Nice.
So it was already built out mostly when I bought it from a couple in South Carolina, which is where I'm from.
Okay.
So I've added a lot of additions to it, but it had the solar, the water, the kitchen, and the bed already. And so I've been adding storage space and extending things and making it more livable full time. So I've been in it full time since June 1st. It's got about 200 watts of solar right now with AC and DC power. Runs pretty smoothly. It's got a little bit of a squeak right now, so I've got to figure that out.
Okay.
But outside that, yeah, it's a
And the motor, or is it the suspension that's got the little squeak?
it's the suspension underneath. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's some little rubbery things.
The bushings and stuff, yeah.
The bushings, exactly what it is. So.
Awesome. So, so this was like it is when you got it on the outside here?
The outside mostly, yeah. This whole space, all this has been added on to.
Okay.
With this table is my favorite part, where it's.
I was hoping you would do that, bro. I was looking at it like I think that thing moves and comes out.
It pops out, and I have another PVC pipe where it can attach inside if you want to come in.
Yeah.
Literally pops in right here as well.
Sweet.
I found from like a 5-year-old YouTube video. Some other van dweller made it, and I copied the thing, and you can.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Take it off, and then I've got a 12-inch pipe right here. You just attach it here, and I can attach it to the roof and have a rooftop.
I did see you chilling up there. I was wondering who that was.
So but right now I just have to climb up my front windshield on the deck, which makes it work. But yeah, come inside, check it out.
All right. The first thing I noticed is this Pelican box.
Yeah.
I have the same one, bro. Do you
yeah.
love it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
I love that thing.
Yeah. It does the trick.
Look at all the plants in here, the greenery. I love it.
Yeah. Gotta have my greenery.
Yeah.
Keeps me living. So yeah, this is home sweet home. These things, it's all scrapped together. So these are pieces of wood that I found near Mount Hood and on some public land. Just stripped it down, pounded it to the wall, added extra storage. Boxes from thrift stores. It's literally just thrown together, but keep it simple.
Yeah, I really
cheap.
like it because it looks like raw wood. It looks very organic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's cool, man. I really think
it saved me a ton of money. Didn't have to like go to the store and figure it out. Just use what I have. We got cabinetry on both sides. One's my closet space, which is pretty stuffed full right now.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I didn't even notice that those were.
But yeah, they close down up and keep going like that. So
looks like you got a Max Air fan up here too.
yeah, I got 2 of them, which is beautiful. One hidden over underneath here. Great circulation.
The other one's hidden where?
Right here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so I've got double fans right there.
And that's huge, huh?
Yeah,
because like
get that air circulation
when
going
it moves, it's nice.
Yeah, it's a game changer. But currently now entering winter, never winterized in this, so figuring that out. Right now my only heat is if I actually plug the vehicle in.
Yeah.
I turn the vehicle in, and so run the heat.
And it was like in the low 20s this morning.
Yeah,
like it was chilly.
But luckily, like I was wrapped up in these blankets and I was doing right. I have an inverter that I haven't connected to the van yet, which then I can work on my power a little bit more. Not have to worry about draining the battery so much. But yeah, there's the bed's here. All my solar inverter control box is under there, running off a lithium battery. And then I've got extra storage in these little slide spaces here. Stuff full of camping gear and tripods and stuff. 2 small cabins for storage. very basic, but yeah.
That's quite a bit of storage, though. You got a lot of storage for just a small van.
Yeah.
I mean, these are big compartments.
Yeah,
you know
and then I've got
my,
I cook off the Coleman stove and I just store it right in here. I've got three 6-gallon jugs for water.
Okay.
Got pretty high power on the there's always dirty dishes.
Yeah, like, nice. Dude, that's people always have these ones that are super clean. I'm like, that's not real.
This is not real life, right?
Yeah.
Like, only having cold water to wash dishes is like, I never liked washing dishes, but like not having hot water and like it just
makes it
so like,
that's another level of worse.
Right? Yeah, so that's everyday life there's always something in my.
So I like the sink. I like that it's center of this huge countertop because now you have a lot of prep space.
I can cook there, move, and then with this added storage, if I'm cooking in here, just like work over here. Yeah,
and then all your camera stuff too. It's nice to have a good place to lay it all out. I saw you have your computer over here.
Because I was only able to edit off of that for a while until like a month ago when I finally got a laptop. So like anything I needed to do I was stuck in here.
What are you using? What program?
Adobe.
Adobe?
So Adobe Premiere. I'm looking at Final Cut Pro now. It's a lot less buggy for me, so I'm seeing if that works. But Lightroom has been what I've been using for photographs. So.
Okay. So you do like documentaries.
Yeah. So.
And you do photography.
Yeah.
I saw some of your pictures while you were taking them. I even took a picture of you taking pictures.
Yeah. I mean, I've been taking photos since I was a kid, but I started doing journalism and documentary work back in 2016. I drove up to North Dakota to Standing Rock.
Nice.
And I just plugged in there. Had never done anything like that before, and it just opened my eyes to a whole nother world. And I learned and was humbled, and just ever since then it's been a learning experience, and like putting myself in spaces that I don't understand to gain perspective. And
that's the best way. I was gonna say that's the best way, bro, to gain perspective.
Just actually be there and just like. Now my work is to go in places like that to cultivate conversation around these issues and stuff, and be present. And so I've done work at the border, several trips with asylum seekers and refugees. I've worked with indigenous communities across the country. I've worked with hurricane relief in Puerto Rico and the Bahamas, protests from states like east to west coast. I've been currently in Portland for about 2.5 months documenting protests from sun up to sundown.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that's important work, man. Like you do it, people think, oh, they're just doing it to get like, kind of like the media to get people to watch your stuff. But if you can do it right, like the way I know you do, because I've gotten to know you a little bit, and you want it to be as biased and understanding as possible. Exactly. Like you have a lot of compassion. You're a very kind person. I can tell that. And so I'm looking forward to actually following you and looking at your work and stuff. And I hope everybody on here go follow him and watch it.
I mean, and that's kind of why I bought the van. Is so it's more for me. It's a means to an end. Like usually when I go document something, I'm only there for a few days and have to worry about food, travel, all this stuff, lodging. And now I can just invest in a space without having to take people's resources, and just I can plug in as long as I need to be, as long as I'm needed, and just kind of using my platform to allow other people's voices to be heard. And the van lets me do that in a way, so I don't have to spend any of my resources on like rent or I can focus fully. I can just focus fully on what I'm doing. And I get the benefit of going to events like this here and getting to travel and see the world. And
that's awesome, brother.
So it's been really good.
I'm super, man. And
right on.
Hopefully I'll see you in Arizona sometime. And I also hope to see you on Netflix or something.
Yeah, maybe one day. We'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
Because you already told me about one of the things you're going to do, returning to a certain spot and try to document that. I'm like super stoked to see what that turns out like, you know what I mean? I
think it'll be,
and then since you've already done some time on the border, you're going to head back there and you'll see what has progressed and what's declined. And dude, that's such a huge issue, man. There's so many issues in our world right now, and so many people get wrapped up in politics and stuff, and it's like there's a bigger picture like in our hometowns that we need to fix, you know what I mean? And that's super important too, but just do what we can, you know what I mean, as individuals and where we're at.
Exactly. Just like being able to focus on the community that's around you, and there's always things to be done, and like working on yourself. And it's like what I do is not so like everything you think and believe will completely be different. It's like just a shift, even just like listening. Like the biggest thing is just spend time to listen to someone, And if you can listen, you gain perspective, and when you gain perspective, you grow together, and like things begin to heal. It's a long and slow process sometimes, but.
And I think, honestly, I think that's the root of our problem, though. It starts off when people are kids, and having people to sit there and listen to them or to help in just the slightest way could change somebody's life completely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do it right all the time, and I'm always constantly learning and growing, and like I don't pretend like I'm some person that's making a massive impact. But if I can make an impact on one person's life or change how I view the world with even a little bit more empathy and grace for people, and just like push people into like hard conversations, because there's a lot of hard things that need to be talked about, but like growth comes from hard conversations. So
hey man, if you're doing it with your heart and soul, man, there's no wrong, you know what I mean? It may not be right for somebody else, but at least in your heart it was, you know, good intentions and stuff. So thanks for giving me the tour, man. I'm really looking forward to see what you do, and like I said, I'm really glad we got to meet and stuff, and I hope it goes past, you know, Wolfpack, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I think it will.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, right on.
Appreciate it, man.